Okay, a couple of things that are a little more advanced, but know that these are possible, not necessarily that how to use them, how to do them, we'll figure out the buttons later, but these are possible. This is a little more advanced setup for like musicals and whatnot. First of all, we have multiple monitors we can set up. So for example, one of them can go on stage. Number 2 could go out into the hallway. Number 3 could go into a dressing room. As long as we have an amplifier and a speaker and then the right connections, that is a possibility. And we've got the 3 monitors, you know, I've got 3 set up right here. We can set up more. In fact, we can have a monitor going from here out to the Zoover lobby for that matter. A lot of possibilities for outputs. It all depends on making sure you got the right connections and you have to have speaker and an amp. So possibility there. Think sound effects maybe? Anyway, another thing, let's talk about scenes for a little bit. Now with the accounts, you know, once you log in, there's some accounts that automatically call up particular scenes. For example, if you log into Mass, it will automatically call up Mass and be preset and ready to go. For a musical, we could set up particular, and you notice we've got plenty of room here, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5. And then we can set up these soft buttons. This calls up scene 1, this calls up scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, or next scene and previous scene, next, 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 next. And that would, you could set it up where mic 1 is on and all the rest of them are muted. For the next scene, mics 2, 3, and 4 are on, mics 1 and all the rest of them are muted. Next scene, mic 6 is on and mic 2 only shows up in the stage monitor. You can do stuff like that. The next scene, mic 9 only shows up in the stage monitor. Mic 10 shows up in the monitor we've got in the back for special effects. And mic 11 has a bunch of reverb on it because it's a spooky ghost. A lot of possibilities, but it all has to be thought of and programmed in advance. And then once showtime comes, you're hitting next scene. Okay, next scene. Okay, next scene. Boom. So just a couple of possibilities, a little more advanced setup. Don't worry about how, but do see if you can remember that those are possible. It may sound like Greek right now, but you never know. You might need that little bit of information later. So that's a real quick overview on how this thing works. So let's actually shut it down. I go to processing, power down, shut down the desk, continue, and I say yes. And it's now safe to power it off. So you push whatever button to power it off at that point.